all of you. Once again, welcome to our BSM class. So, in the previous class, from the introduction class, I have started like what is management, what is the meaning or the concept of management, and in the previous classes, we have completed or covered the objectives of management or the significance of management or the features of management. So till now what have we studied? We have studied as to what is management, its concept, meaning, its features and its significance or importance. So by now you must have got a clear picture or some idea about like what is management. So now proceeding on further with the classes, let me tell you, till your class 10th, you have all studied mathematics, English, science and so on. Oh, many few of you must have opted for commerce. But from after class 10 onwards, from class 11 or plus 2 level, you all have specialized in various directions. What are the directions? Some have opted for a career in science. You have resumed for science in your plus 2. Some of you have opted for arts in your class 11 and 12 or plus 2 course, and some of you have opted for commerce. So children, you all must have studied as to what is commerce, what is trade in first year. But let me tell you the very basics or the fundamentals of commerce. Your plus 2 is the foundation stone. You can be a successful professional only when your fundamentals are clear. Only when you're clear with your concept, you can be a successful professional or you can excel in the field of commerce. For pursuing any course, the fundamentals need to be clear. Why am I stressing here? Is that because second year, as I told you, focuses on management, and today we are going to start with the core or the foundation of the study material of management. If the foundation is strong, the building would stand strong or the monument would be strong. So what are fundas? Fundas are nothing but fundamentals. So the core subject of management. So today we are going to start with the fundamentals of management. So what is the basis of management? Today we are going to start with, so today's a topic of concern would be principles of management. So a topic of concern would be principles of management. So today we would be studying what? Principles. Let me tell you children, this is the very basis or the roots to the study of management, or these are the fundamentals or the fundas or the basics. So your fundamentals need to be really strong for pursuing your career in management or for being on the chartered line or something else. So please do not ignore this. Okay, so let me tell you before I could start today's topic of concern, principles of management. So what do you understand by the word or the term principles? Principle means what? To make it more simpler, to make it easy for you to understand, let me tell you. For suppose in science, okay, in science you have studied the Newton's law or the law of gravity, whatever, or law of motion, Newton's first law of motion or third law, it goes on. So in science we call it as law. Coming to mathematics, you all must have studied a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. You all know that this is a very easy, a simple formula. So what is the reason behind telling you all this? Newton's law and all. Because to make it more, let me not complicate the topic, to make it more simpler for you to easily grasp the subject and understand, we call this as law in physics, we call it as formula in mathematics, just like there are laws in physics, the Newton's law, we call it law in science. Then coming to mathematics, we call them formulas, because what? Without the help of a formula, can you solve? No. Without a law, can you proceed on with your studies? No. Just like we call law in science, we call formula in mathematics, we call them principles in the study of management. So what is the purpose of a principle? Just like a law serves the purpose in subject matter of science, just like formulas serve the purpose in mathematics, principles also serve us the same purpose in the study of management. We call it law in science, we call it formula in mathematics. So what do we call it in management? We call it principles. So principles also convey the same cause in the study of management. So before I can proceed, let me write down what is the meaning of principles, or what are principles of management. So principles are, or principles, just me 1 second children, a small, let me tell, principle is a basic or a general. Principle is a basic or a general statement. So what is a principle? A principle is a basic or a general statement, or a fundamental truth. Fundamental truth, or a fundamental truth. Who developed these principles? These principles are developed by management practitioners. By management practitioners. So who are practitioners? I'll come to this later. Developed by management practitioners out of their experiences, by the method of observation and experimentation. By the method of observation and experimentation. But why are they developed? What is the reason, or what is the purpose behind? To guide. To guide whom? To guide managers. To guide whom? Managers in their decision making and action. In their decision making and action. So let me explain this, what I have written. So what are principles, children? Principle is a basic or a general statement or a fundamental truth developed by management practitioners. So you need to know who are management practitioners. Out of their experiences, by the method of what? Observation. How did they develop? Through observation and experimentation. So how did they develop? By the method of observing and experimenting. For what? For the purpose of to guide or to help whom? Managers in their what? Decision making and action. In their decision making and action. So a principle is a general statement or a basic statement or a fundamental truth that explains the relationship between two or more variables developed by management practitioners out by the method of observation and experimentation To guide. Why are they developed? What is the purpose behind developing the principles of management? To guide the managers in a right direction in their process of decision making and action. For new beginners, you may find this a very big one and you may find it difficult to remember or understand. So let me see, I've highlighted some of the points. Principle is a basic or general statement. So let me explain it to you part by part. So what do you mean by a general statement? General statement means, see, the principles in science, for example, like they are definite in nature, whereas the principles in management are not definite, they are general statements. Mane kono? The principles in science can be put to test under a laboratory. We can test the principles of science in a laboratory, whereas we cannot test them and prove them. The principles of management cannot be put to test under a laboratory. Means what? They are not definite. Principles of science are definite. Why? Because we can test them in a laboratory. For example, let me tell you, you take a litmus paper. When you put a litmus paper into a solution, if the litmus paper turns red, it is an acid. If it turns blue, it is a base. So this is proved. This is verified. If a litmus turns blue, it is a base. If a litmus paper turns red, it is an acid. You all must have done in your chemistry lab in class 10 experiments and all. These are the simple basics. So you know if a litmus paper is turning red, this given solution is an acid. If the litmus paper turns blue, the solution is a base. So you can test it in a laboratory and the principles of sciences are definite. But whereas the principles of management are not definite. Why? Because they cannot be put to test under fixed conditions or they cannot be put to test in a laboratory. So they are not definite. So we call them, they are general statements, or we also say they are fundamental truths. What is the meaning of fundamental truth? Fundamental truth means the principles of management explain the relationship between two or more variables. So what are variables here? You must be thinking, Bhabuthiyo, variables mane kono? Variables mane just like for cause and effect relationship. Cause and effect. Cause is one variable, effect is one variable. So a cause and effect relationship ku kiye explain karuchi? Who explains or describes the relationship between cause and effect? Fundamental truth. So what is fundamental truth? Fundamental truth means they explain the relationship between a set of two or more variables. Let me not complicate. Two or more variables mane for every happening we have an effect. Imiti hella. Effect means output. Effect means result. Imiti hella. Kona pai hella. Eda hobba pai aro ପଛର ଉଦ୍ଦେଶ୍ୟ କଣ? ଏଟା ହବା ପାଇଁ କାରଣ କଣ? କୋ କାରଣ ଯୋଗକୁ ଏଟା ହେଲା? So effect ମାନେ nothing but result output. ସେ effect ବାହାରିବା ପାଇଁ କିଛି ତ cause ଥିବ, କିଛି ତ କାରଣ ଥିବ. ତ ଏମିତି ହବା ଯୋଗକୁ ଏଇଟା final result ହେଲା. ଏଇଟା cause ଯୋଗକୁ ଏଇଟା effect ହେଲା. ତ fundamental truth ମାନେ କଣ? It explains the relationship between two or more variables. Here variable ମାନେ could be cause effect. Mane fundamental truth mane principles of management explain the relationship between two or more variables. Mane they explain the relationship between cause and effect, or they explain the cause and effect relationship. To better explain this, let me tell you division of work, the principle of division of work or division of labor. In a brief, I explain you what is the meaning of division of work or division of labor. ତମକୁ ଟିକେ simple କରିକି ସହଜ ବୁଝିବା ପାଇଁ let me simplify it. So cause and କହିଲି fundamental truth, principles of management को ଆମେ fundamental truth କହୁଛେ. କଣ ପାଇଁ କହୁଛେ? कहीं बोले से गुड़ाक टू और मोर वेरिएबल्स भितर रिलेशनशिप को एक्सप्लेन करूची टू और मोर वेरिएबल माने कहिची कॉज एंड इफेक्ट रिलेशनशिप कॉज माने कारण ता जुगु को कोन हैला तार इफेक्ट ता परिणाम कोन कारण कोन तार इफेक्ट आउटपुट ता परिणाम एक्सप्लेन करछ किमिति कॉज एंड इफेक्ट को किमिति एक्सप्लेन करछि फॉर सपोज आमे आगु जाई पढिबा पढिला बेलकु देयर इज वन प्रिंसिपल कॉल्ड डिविजन ऑफ लेबर as the name suggests or the name indicates divide division माने भाग बांटिबा divide division of what division of labor division माने divide माने भाग बांटिबा what of labor माने what do you understand by labor माने work माने परिश्रम any productive work labor means any productive work division of labor divide माने भाग बांटे work माने परिश्रम effort labor so division of work says that if the entire work is given to a single individual आमे पूरा कामटा जदि गोटे लोक उपरे पूरा कामर बोझ जनक उपरे लदी दबा बोले से वर्क रो एफिशिएंसी दक्षता रहिबो कि No. If we give the entire work with a burden of the entire workload, if we give the burden of the entire workload to a single individual, no doubt he may do the work, he may complete the work, he may perform the work. But the question arises is, will the work be efficient? Will it be effective? माने से भल्लो भाबरे, संपूर्ण भाबरे, satisfactorily करि परिबो कि केबे नाही माने पूरा वर्कलोड पूरा वर्क बर्डन जनक ऊपर हमें लदे दबा माने केबे भी तारो एफिशिएंसी बाहरिबो नाही if the same work is divided among two or more people if the same work is divided among for suppose 2 to 3 people then what happens each of the worker or each of the employee or each of the labor will be doing his part of work very dedicatedly, very sincerely, very efficiently. माने एटार हमें कौन बुझुचु प्रिंसिपल ऑफ डिविजन ऑफ वर्क डिविजन माने भाग बांटिबा कोटा को वर्क माने लेबर को माने एटारे कौन हबो माने टोटल वर्कलोड टा जनक ऊपर देले से कामटा करिबो सिना भलो भाबरे करि पारिबो नाही पूरा दक्षता संगरे करि पारिबो नाही सेटा को ही if we divide the work से काम बोझ को जदि हमें we divide among two or more people दी तीन जनक मझिरे divide करिबा ताहले कोन हबो एटा तो पार्ट this is your part of work this is yours जन जन को हमें वर्क को डिवाइड करी भाग बांटिले each employee would be trying to do his best जने कहबो एटा मो पार्ट मो भलो करिकि देखिया पड़िबो because he will be एटा के करला कार भूल हैला धरा पड़ जिवो so I'll do my part efficiently effectively भलो भाबरे संपूर्ण भाव to the best of my efforts करिबी तो डिविजन ऑफ वर्क रे कोन होची डिविजन ऑफ वर्क हेले स्पेशलाइजेशन हबो माने गोटे काम को over and over again repeatedly again and again over and over again over a period of time करले से काम करी one will become an expert at that work for suppose I am teaching this subject business studies and management BSM for over a period of 10 years एबे को 10 वर्ष हेलान मु पढौछि जो मो फर्स्ट ईयर एफिशिएंसी को देखले my 10th year को एफिशिएंसी देखले what do you think obviously my efficiency will improve with experience जेते समय गडुची जेते वर्ष गडुची पढो over a period of time कोन हबो मोर efficiency मोर दक्षता बढ़ी जाउची फर्स्ट ईयर को एबे मो 10th year को कंपेयर करले efficiency बढ़ुची right माने कोन होची if I am given all the commerce we have accountancy commerce केतुटा सब्जेक्ट अछि accountancy अछि MIL अछि okay FMA अछि सब हमें दे दबा BSM अछि BMS अछि whatever सब सब्जेक्ट जनक दे दबा BSM BMS MIL can I be able to handle no जदि for suppose take an example हमर commerce second year we have BSM one subject BMS one subject MIL one subject हेले जदि all the subjects are given to one faculty, to a single teacher, will the teacher be able to handle? Yes, undoubtedly yes, handle kardabo. But kette bhalo bhabare handle karuchi, it is a real matter of question. पढ़िया for name sake, पढ़िया ପାଇଁ पढ़े देले केले पढ़े दो, but भलो भाबरे संपूर्ण भाबरे efficiently के करि परिबो, it's a real question of doubt. एटा ही जदि आमे वर्क टाकू डिवाइड करबा माने हम सेकेंड ईयर सब्जेक्ट्स, हम सेकेंड ईयर सिलेबस को गोटे टीचर बीएमएस मैथ्स पढ़ेबो, गोटे टीचर बीएसएम पढ़ेबो, गोटे टीचर एमआईएल पढ़ेबो बोल कोन, they will be focusing only on that part, that subject, एटा को पढ़ेबे. They will do the work efficiently, effectively, their efficiency increases. बारंबार बारंबार से कामटा को over and over again repeatedly करले कोन होची, हमरो दक्षता efficiency बढ़ुची. हेले कोन हबो, I'll be an expert at that job, you will be an expert. Every day accounts practice karibo, maths practice karibo, what happens, your speed improves, your confidence level improves. Yes or no? Prati dino you take out 1.5 hour at least for solving maths or doing accountancy. नुआ नुआ अपेक्षा आगु आगु हाथ स्पीड हबो, your confidence level grows, बढ़िबो. तो कोन हबो, over a period of time with hard work you will be more confident in that subject. Similarly, division of work, गोटे गोटे टीचर को गोटे गोटे सब्जेक्ट गोटे गोटे दायित्व दे देले, you divide the entire second year syllabus workload into parts, गोटे गोटे सब्जेक्ट वाइज बीएसएम बीएमएस एमआईएल डिवाइड करले. So over and over again I am मु बीएमएस को देखुनी, मैथ्स को देखुनी, एमआईएल को देखुनी, मु खाली बीएसएम को कंसंट्रेट करछ. Over and over a period of time करू 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 again and again, what happens, you tend to develop specialization. Specialization माने you will be an expert or a master of that work. You will be a specialist, means what, you will be an expert or a master at doing that particular work. So पूरा गपर सारांश कोन, cause and effect relationship माने division of labor is the cause, specialization is the effect. Division of labor करले कोन हबो, you are dividing the work. गोटे काम को बारंबार आउथरे over and over again करले कोन हबो, you will be an expert at doing that particular job. Expert माने you will be a specialist, माने से job रे specialization आसीबो. So division of work leads to, there is no doubt in saying that division of work leads to what, specialization. Division of work leads to specialization. Can you see this? So division of work is what, is the cause, and what is the effect, specialization. So coming back to our definition, principle is a general statement because they are not definite. Definite mane they cannot be put to test under fixed conditions like the principles of sciences. Or a fundamental truth. What did I tell you? What is a fundamental truth? A fundamental truth explains the relationship between two or more variables. Explains the relationship between two or more variables. Two or more variables. So fundamental truth mane kono, it explains the relationship in two or more variables. So what is a variable? Cause is a variable, effect is a variable. It explains the cause and effect relationship. ताहले कोन पढुछु, what is the माने प्रति आउटपुट, effect माने result, output, प्रति result और output को किछि ना किछि कारण cause थिबो. So division of labor is the cause, specialization is the effect. So division of labor is the cause, specialization is the effect. So now let us continue with or proceed with the principle. Principle mane kono, what is the meaning? Principle is a basic or a general statement or a fundamental truth developed by whom? management practitioners. তাহলে now you need to know who are practitioners or who are management practitioners. For suppose if we study history, we say historians. Who are historians? People who study history on the basis of archaeological and literary sources are called historians. In a similar way, people who study or make an empirical study of science are called scientists. People who study geography are called geologists. Similarly, people who study management are called practitioners of management. ताहले practitioner माने कौन? What did you understand by the word practitioner? एडा निहाती बुझिया पड़ियो. So who are practitioners? Just like people who study history are called historians, people who study geography are called geologists, people who study science or do empirical studies and researches are called scientists. Similarly, people who study management are called management practitioners, or rather we can better frame it and call them as fathers of management. Practitioners of management like Henry Fayol, F.W. Taylor, and goes on, they all can be called as fathers of management or practitioners of management. So, how did they develop these principles? A principle को किमिति बाहर कर ले, किमिति develop कर ले? Out of their experience, निज experience रू everyday work experience को analyze करूथिले, लय करूथिले, लक्ष्य करूथिले, everyday को लय करी लक्ष्य करी माने analyze करिकिरी out of their experiences by the method of observation माने लय करिबा, लक्ष्य करिबा, analyze करिबा. Not only that, out of their experience by the method of observation and experimentation निजे भी किछिटा try करिकिरी. For suppose, what do? You want to pluck a mango from a mango tree. ଖରା ଦିନ ଆସିଲା, ଗଛ ଯାହାର ପୁରା ଆମ୍ବ ଲାଗିଛି, ତମକୁ ଆମ୍ବ ତଳିଆର ଅଛି, ଉପରୁ ଯାଇପାରୁନ, କଣ କରିବ? ଗୋଟେ ଟେକାଟେ କାଢିବ, you pick up a stone and you throw at the tree. ସେ ଆମ୍ବ ଆଡକୁ ଟେକାଟାକୁ ଛାଡିବ. ପ୍ରଥମ ଥରେ ଲାଗିଲାନି, ପଡିଗଲା. ଆଉ ଥରେ ଦ୍ୱିତୀୟ ଟେକା ଧରି ଛାଡିଲ, ଲାଗିଲାନି, କହିଲେ ଏଥର ଏମିତି ହବନି, ଗୋଟେ ଲମ୍ବା ଠେଙ୍ଗାଟା ଆଣିବି, ଠେଙ୍ଗାରୁ ବାଡେଇକି କାଢିବି. So what are you doing? First you tried with a stone, experiment करलु, you were not successful, ହେଲା ନାହିଁ. ଏଥର କଣ କଲୁ? ଏଇଟା ପାଉନି, ବଡ ଠେଙ୍ଗାଟା ଆଣି ବାଡେଇକି କାଢିବି. I will get a big stick or a long stick and I'll try plucking the mangoes. So what are you doing? You're working out, you're trying out, means you're experimenting. ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିଛୁ, ଚେଷ୍ଟା ଲଗେଇଛୁ. ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ କଣ? ଏକ୍ସପିରିଏନ୍ସ ରୁ ଅବଜର୍ଭ କରଲୁ, ତ ଏକ୍ସପିରିଏନ୍ସ ରୁ ଶିଖିଲୁ, ଲୟ କରଲୁ, ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟ କରଲୁ. You are learning through observation and analysis, right? You are analyzing, you are observing, ଲୟ କରି ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟ କରି, ତାପରେ ଚେଷ୍ଟା ଲଗେଇଲୁ, experiment କରଲୁ. So how did they develop these principles of management? By the method of observation and experimentation. तो का ପାଇଁ principle develop ହେଲା? For whom? For whom are these principles developed? They are developed for the managers. In management, a person who manages is called a manager, as I told you earlier. So for whom are these principles developed? These principles are developed to help managers. For whom are seeking help? To the managers, to guide managers, to help managers and guide managers in what? In their decision making and action. माने ए प्रिंसिपल जा का ପାଇଁ ବାହାରला? ମ୍ୟାନେଜର୍ସ ପାଇଁ ବାହାରଲା. କଣ ପାଇଁ ବାହାରଲା? ତାଙ୍କୁ ଗାଇଡ କରିବା ପାଇଁ. କୋଉଥିରେ ଗାଇଡ କରିବା ପାଇଁ? କୋ ସମୟରେ କୋ ନିଷ୍ପତ୍ତି ନେଲେ ହବ, କୋ ସମୟରେ କୋ ଦିଗରେ ଗଲେ ହବ. To guide managers in their. So what is the purpose of, I repeat again, what is the purpose of management principles? For whom are they developed? Managers. To guide managers in a proper direction and to help managers in the process of decision making to take a right decision at a right time. माने ठीक समय रे ठीक निष्पत्ति नबा पाई management principles managers को help करिबो in the process of decision making and action. Action means the plan of action, right direction, right digo. So this was about, in today's class I did not proceed much further children, because it's a very basic and a fundamental you need to understand. आगो principle माने कौन बुझिले तमे कौन पढुचो तमे जानि परिबो. Without knowing what is a principle, there is no point going further studying the different principles or the various principles of management. So please do not get me wrong and please do not get bored as well. I am allocating my time पूरा खाली आजी तो गोटे क्लास रे principle माने कौन बुझेयारे गला. In today's class, I have explained what is a principle or what is the meaning of principle. In a condensed form, to capsulize it, aku choto karikiri, condense kariki, sum up karle, let me put it in a capsule. So, a principle is what? A general statement. A principle is a fundamental truth developed by whom? Practitioners. How? Out of their experiences by the method of observation and experimentation to guide. For whom are they developed? For managers. What is the purpose of a principle? To help managers in their decision making and action. So one more time, I am capsuling it, summing it up. Principles are basic kimba general statements. First point. Second one, principles are fundamental truths. Next, they are developed by whom? By management practitioners. Next, developed by management practitioners out of their observation and experimentation, by the method of observation and experimentation. To what? To guide managers. For what are they developed? For the purpose of guiding managers. Right? So let me capsule. What is a principle, students? Principle is a basic or a general statement. General statement means they cannot be put to test under a fixed condition, or they cannot be put to test under a laboratory. Means they are not definite. They cannot be put to test. General means they cannot be put to test under fixed conditions. They cannot be put to test under fixed conditions. Next point, fundamental truth. What did you understand? What did I tell? What is a fundamental truth? What did you understand from this? Kaun kahithili? Fundamental truths explain the relationship between two or more variables. Relationship between two or more variables. So what is the relationship? They explain the cause and effect relationship. Cause and effect relationship. Cause kono? Division of labor. Division of labor करले कौन हबो? Division of labor करले specialization हबो. Division of labor leads to specialization. Next one, we need to know these are developed by whom? By management practitioners. So who are management practitioners? The fathers of management or the people who study management are called management practitioners. Okay, how did they develop? By the method of observation and experimentation. Right? Out of their experiences, ତାଙ୍କ experience ଦ୍ୱାରା ସେମାନେ ଲୟ କରିକି ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟ କରିକିରି okay ଲୟ କରି ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟ କରି ମାନେ to observe, to analyze, and then they worked on it ମାନେ through the method of observation and experimentation. So these are developed for whom? For whom are these principles developed? They are developed for managers. Why? What purpose do they serve? To guide managers in what? In decision making and action. In decision making and action. So, do they help managers in taking a right decision at a right time and showing them the right path of action? So, principles are general statements because they cannot be put to test like the principles of sciences. Next one, they're fundamental truths. They explain the relationship between two variables. Means what? They explain cause and effect relationship. Money, division of labor leads to specialization, leads to management practitioners. Mane kiye कहली? Example, Henry Fayol, F.W. Taylor. They are fathers of management. Next, what is the purpose? To guide managers in decision making and action. So, this was the meaning of principles of management. Let me tell you, principles of management were developed by two methods. I already repeated, but I'm writing it again on the board. They are developed by two methods. How? By the method of this is not given in your book, but this is for information and knowledge sake I'm giving it. By the method of observation and by the method of experimentation means observation means the management practitioners have developed or they brought out these principles by observing, by analyzing, mane lawyer kari, lakhya kari kiri, by the method of observation, mane tang nijo experience ru lawyer kari, lakhya kari, mane observe kari ki, analyze kari ki, develop karle. So we say that there are two methods by which management principles are developed. First one by the method of observation. Second one by the method of experimentation means by working on these principles, by putting these principles into real practice or trying out these principles. Mane by conducting an empirical study. Empirical study mane by putting these principles into practice kimba by working on them. तांको उपरे try करके देखिया कुआ जाए experimentation. Let me tell you, management principles are descriptive and prescriptive in nature. What? Management principles are what? First one, descriptive, and second one, prescriptive. in nature. They are descriptive and prescriptive in nature. Descriptive mane kono? Management principles describe. Can you get the word describe somewhere in descriptive? Descriptive means management principles describe, means they explain the relationship between two or more variables. Management principles are prescriptive mane कौन होता है ले? They are descriptive means they describe or they explain the relationship between two or more variables, cause and effect relationship. They are prescriptive in nature mane kono? Management principles are prescriptive mane they tell us what a manager should do under a particular situation, under certain circumstances, what a manager should do. ମାନେ କୋ ସମୟରେ କଣ ନିଷ୍ପତ୍ତି ନେଲେ ହବ, ମ୍ୟାନେଜର କୁ କଣ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ, କିଏ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲେନ କରିବ? Prescriptive. So management principles are descriptive in nature and prescriptive in nature. Descriptive means they describe or they explain the relationship between two or more variables. Prescriptive means the prescriptive in nature means what? They tell what a manager should do. So before I could proceed, I hope you are understanding. I think it is clear. And let me tell you children one more time before I could proceed. There is no point in starting the principles of management without introducing you to Henry Fayol. So you need to know who is Henry Fayol. So now we are coming across a name called Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol is a management practitioner. Just now I told you who is a practitioner. Fathers of management or people who study management are called practitioners. So there is no point in explaining principles without me introducing you to Henry Fayol. So who is Henry Fayol? Henry Fayol is called the father of principles of management. What? Henry Fayol is called Henry Fayol is called the father. Father of what? Father of, point to be highlighted, what? Principles. So who developed the principles of management? Now you must have understood. It is Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol is called the father of principles of management. Henry Fayol is called the father of principles of management. Henry Fayol was born in France in year 1841. He was born in France. And what did he do? He worked at the workshop level. He worked at the workshop level and he wanted to develop a single what? Administrative science. Henry Fayol wanted to develop an administrative science. What? He wanted to develop an, see, he is using the word science. We are using science because these are also developed out of observation and principles are developed out of observations and experiments, just like the principles of sciences. No doubt they are not definite, but we cannot put them to test in a laboratory, but they are also developed by the method of what? Observation and experimentation. Therefore is using the word science. So who is Henry Fayol? Henry Fayol is popularly called as the father of principles of management. He was born in the year 1841 in France. He worked at the He worked at the workshop level and he contributed his ideas towards development of the study of management. So he contributed his ideas towards the development of general theory of management. So what did Henry Fayol do? He developed the general theory of management. He developed the what? General theory of management, or he put his ideas forward in developing the science of management. Why? Because he wanted there to be a single administrative science that could be applied universally. Universally means worldwide, throughout, around the globe. He wanted them to be applied universally. Universally means what? He wanted the principles of management to be applied universally means in any type of organization. Let it be a business organization like an industrial unit or a non-business organization. What is a non-business organization? An education institution is an example of a non-business organization. Industrial unit is an example of business organization, and educational institution Sikhya Anushtano is an example of a non-business organization. So once again, let me repeat, children, please don't get pissed up. So Henry Fayol is popularly known as the father of principles of management. Why? Because he developed how many principles? There are 14 principles of management. How many did he develop? He developed 14 principles of management. He is popularly called as the father of principles of management because he developed 14 principles of management. He was born in France in the year 1841. He worked at the workshop level and he developed his thoughts in developing the general theory of management. His contribution, he developed the general theory of management, and he wanted management to be an administrative science. He wanted management to be an administrative science that could be applied universally or worldwide. So, thank you for putting up with me. Hope you could understand today's class. Let us continue in the next class. That's all for today. Goodbye.